Hi, this is Bobby Cobb with the Adams Center with another speaker preview. Today I've got two folks on with me. I've got my colleague from Adam, Jimmy Satva, who is the host of Zero Point Truth Radio, as well as Dan Shaw, the Vortex Detective. I'm going to turn it over to Jimmy to give you a formal introduction to Dan.
Yes, thanks, Bobby. And Dan is here on his way to Alaska. He's going to tell us a lot about vortexes, this invisible energy that comes out of the planet. And we're excited to have him coming to Alaska. This greetings here in Alaska from the Adams Center, the Oriental Healing Center in Anchorage, Alaska, and the Whirling Rainbow Foundation, White Eagle and Michaela in Homer, Alaska. So, Dan, you can jump in and maybe do the little intro piece, and we'll move on to the deeper interview.
Thank you very much for the introduction. I'm Dan Shaw. I'm the Vortex Detective. By Vortex, I'm talking about paranormal places. And I have an opinion that paranormal places are everywhere, that electromagnetic and geophysical energies are a prime suspect in causing these paranormal places. And I'm coming to Alaska to meet other vortex researchers, visit vortexes, and to share my experiences. So looking forward to meeting you folks. Thanks for this platform.
Tell us a little bit about, I know you've got three presentations while you're up here, Dan. You're going to be talking to Adam, as well as the Oriental Healing Arts Center, and down at the Rainbow Foundation is Jimmy, Whirling Rainbow Foundation, as Jimmy mentioned. And I know each of those presentations is going to be a little bit different, and you're also going to be looking to take some folks out into the field and really experience the geological formations around Alaska. Tell us a little bit about what you're going to be covering in each of the presentations, if you would.
Sure. Well, I'm actually doing more than three presentations, but I'm coming to Anchorage to speak to both Adam and the Oriental Healing Arts Center. And coming to Anchorage, then I thought, well, I simply must contact Whirling Rainbow. Their focus is on the Earth grid very much, as I understand it. And so speaking to different groups gives me different opportunities. I meet different people, it evokes different materials. So we'll start with Adam with a free, brief evening introduction to 9 ways to experience the vortex. Every sense opens us up to different kinds of energies, which I find that not just the electromagnetic spectrum of energies, but other types of energies and more subtle energies besides, and consciousness are all part of what I call the vortex effect. So we'll talk about opening up all our senses to all the stimulus, all the energies that are available to us at these places, these paranormal places. That'll be a brief introduction. Then we'll have an opportunity to do a longer experience the following day on, that'll be Sunday. Oh, it'll be Sunday morning, the Sunday morning gathering for Adam. Then Monday evening, that'll start at 6:30. There we'll go in more depth. We'll have time to have experiences of this energy. It's a participatory evening. There'll be activities. Won't just be a download of information. It won't just be a download of information, but it'll be a chance for people to interact with each other and with these energies in a number of different ways. And then following that, we'll have a workshop to go into even more depth. I like to travel slowly, so I'll be spending about a week in Anchorage. I'll want to get out onto the landscape. I invite folks to come with me. You know the landscape intimately. I'm there to learn on that level. And so there'll be a field trip, and then I'll be available also for private sessions to come to people's home, office, property to discover what emerges in that process in terms of what we can how we can assess the energies there, map, measure, and if we choose, harmonize those energies in various ways. Then we'll be going on to the Oriental Healing Arts Institute on Sunday, the 13th in the afternoon, and that'll bring out information about the overlap between the subtle energy work that is the Oriental Healing Arts and the subtle energy work that is the Vortex research. And so that'll be some materials that I haven't had a chance to release before. So I'm very excited about speaking to that group as well. And then on to Homer for another round, similar but different. We'll be doing a kind of a second level of the sense, map, and measure vortexes, and we'll be doing the private sessions and hopefully field trips and that manner at Whirling Rainbows. So be about a week in Homer, and then it'll be Seattle, and I'll see if I can do similar thing with the folks there.
And that's fantastic. We're excited to have you come. What is the date for the presentations that you're doing in Homer?
Homer will be October 26th and 27th.
Okay.
At least.
Cool. So you're going to be up here for a couple of weeks then. So we definitely encourage people to come out. Lots of opportunities to learn from Dan, to meet Dan. Just as a summary, on the 13th, we're going to have him at the Adams Center. For those of you who are not familiar with the Adams Center, it's located at 6000 C Street in Anchorage. That's at the corner of Dowling and C. That meeting is from 9:30 to 10:45. Then that afternoon, he's going to be going over to the Oriental Healing Arts Center. And I don't have their address memorized, but we will put it in the show notes there. Then Monday back to the Adams Center again at 6:30 for a deeper dive into it with field trips along the way. And then 2 weeks later, the 26th and 27th at the Whirling Rainbow Foundation down in Homer. For those of you who want to dive a little bit deeper, you can click the link at the bottom of this, and we're going to continue this conversation with Dan and dive a little bit more deeply into vortexes. We hope to see you live and in person, and this is going to be your chance to meet and interact with Dan, both in meetings as well as out in the natural world. Hope to see you soon.